Hello and welcome to Fablemancers. We've got some stars without number for you tonight as we hit, oh my gosh, episode 6 of our campaign. We just concluded a lovely little heist scene. But before we get too far into that, as I always do, we're going to start off with some introductions, starting with Kaiti.
Hello, I'm Kaiti. I use they, she pronouns. You can find me in the Underdark getting my ass handed to me by Zonai constructs, or you can find me on Instagram or Twitter at CriticalSpark20. And you can also find me on Mondays for the next couple of weeks, couple months. I should know things. Until July 26th, I believe, with Girls Run These Worlds. We're doing a Lord of the Rings One Ring playthrough, and it's going to be super cool. I play a goth elf, and it is fantastic. Otherwise I'm here, in my room playing Zelda.
Zah and Noah.
I'm Noah. I use he, they pronouns, and I can be found on Instagram at Radioactive Voidfish, where I do art. That's me.
And Carl.
I'm Carl. You can find me on Twitter at A Field of Carl, and I am excited to do more crimes in space.
Mint.
Hi. I'm Mint. I use they, them pronouns, and I've actually just ascended to godhood. So you can worship me in all my ethereal glory at Monomints on both Instagram and Tumblr.
Hacha! Amazing. And I am Sam. I'll be your GM and storyteller tonight. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me at Chef Cargs all over the social media-verse. On Tuesdays, you can catch me on Questline. Next week, we'll be doing Avatar, which I'm not in, but you can catch me in chat. Wednesdays, of course, are here on Fablemancers with these lovely folks. And we got some other things brewing for the near future. All that being said, stars without number. Oh, wait. So, last time, as I was alluding to earlier, we got through our fuel heist. The crew of the Sublunar Sunfish were able to heist away a couple of loads of fuel. Yeah, I know, loads of fuel. It's in the book, the PDF.
It is.
Yeah, one load of fuel will get you to where you're going. I can't.
It'll get you where you need to go.
Noah has some fantastic art about this.
Do I? I didn't know that I was drawing art of loads.
Getting you to where you're going.
Oh, if you jizz in space, it push you backward? Yeah. It does.
I do have a flower pot that says, if you jizz in space, does it push you backwards? Or if you jizz in space, it push you backwards? And no, if you nut in space, sorry.
Not. That's true. They don't say jizz unless they're trying to be super gross. Yeah.
If you nut in space, it push you backwards. That's why it wasn't like registering, because I picture it visually.
It wasn't a load. It was a nut.
Nut is spelled with like drippy white lettering. I got creative with the painting on that part. So.
Wow.
It's on our beautiful balcony.
That's a space crime.
Yeah, we're far enough into the video that the censorship doesn't really look. It just looks at the first minute or two, and it's like, oh, there's a lot of. Yeah, if you swear excessively in the first minute of your YouTube video, you get dropped from the algorithm for that video. Like, it's wild. And you're just like, oh, but it's not made for kids. What?
Yep. You know what? Now you get to tell us where our load takes us.
Yeah, so being able to escape from the consortium and gain a little more freedom for yourself. Independence is the word I was looking for. That's a $5 word. $5 word? Whatever.
$5.
We're all over the map today.
We're doing really great so far, guys.
I mean, with the inflation, it's like a $6.25 word now.
Yeah, in this economy?
So you revel in the fact that you just won. Having a little victory snack in the kitchen as you're on autopilot for the edge of the system. You know that it takes about half a day to get there. Typically, though, like as like the rules state, like can take up to 48 hours to get to the edge of a system. But because this system that you're in with the consortium's like main space station, it's not as dense as other systems, so getting to the edge won't take as long. So as you're snacking and enjoying the quartermaster pips that you may have picked up, along with your Jason McKinley persona, some interesting hacking moments, even though like you weren't able to get through. Oh, you know, we're not on the right screen. Let me flip this over to. Oh, that's still not the right screen. That's fun. Please have character names. Ta-da! It's like magic.
I just hacked the system. I'm in, guys.
What I didn't mention during last episode is that you did actually get some backdoor information pertaining to you, because of course Alecto is going to pick up something with their hacking skills, especially assisted by Amy.
I was gonna say, like, can I retcon that I also tried to get some information because I forgot at the time? I was like, oh, good.
Brainwaves, yeah. Yeah, you get some interesting info. There's a dossier on your group that Brackenshaw was keeping.
Ooh. Okay.
Tell me more.
Do they make us sound like dinguses, or they make us sound like really cool people? The vibes.
So reading through the file, you find that he did have a level of respect for you. However, because of your failure, he actually took a lot of heat, and because they weren't able to open up that new path through metaspace, like get the rudder to go to that system that had been lost, he was actually put into quite a bit of debt.
Does it mention the rug?
Well, here's the rub, is that he actually is about to put a bounty on you to recoup some of his losses.
It's kind of cool, though, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of cred. Like at this point, that's not bad for reputation.
Makes us look cool.
Is he putting a bounty on us because of the screw up with the space whales? Or is he putting a bounty on us for the gas?
Not the gas, no. He didn't. The consortium is
not part of that.
related to you having stolen that. You pin that on the other
Cool.
pirates.
Yes.
Well, we finished
that's
his
what I was
job. Like,
wondering.
so it's just the space whales that got him? Because we did his other job for him.
You did do that other job for him, but that was buying him time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then I'm glad. I'm glad that we were just fucking off, because that's shitty.
Yeah,
I really wish we'd
call.
stolen his rug. I wish we'd stolen his rug. It's gonna bother me till the day I die.
The bounty is also specifically to bring you in alive, and he was going to then ransom you to the Boulder Games for some of their more dangerous things. But you escaped that.
I saw that, guys, and none of us did well.
What?
I don't know. I think I could hack
Boulder
it.
Games. No, you couldn't.
I think I could.
You didn't though.
You underestimate me, though.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Cog's just like in between bites, an immaculate sandwich.
I'm like, I guess, you know what? That's probably best. It's for the best that you think that.
They're just continue eating their sandwich. Like, those games are nothing. Not that they've actually seen what the games are. They just know older games. Okay, TV show.
Yeah, Alecto, in the first 5 visions that you saw, somehow Cog ended up in the water first every time and encountered more salmon with knives.
No!
Your nemesis.
Your nemesis. And
No
I saw
way.
that they're adding actual boulders too. Like there's like a Indiana Jones type thing where you like run away from the rock that's rolling down a hill. You did not do well with that one, Cog. Sorry, your leg just gave out.
Damn it. Must have not had my fucking running leg on. Stupid walking leg.
Yeah, I think you may not be allowed to have more than one leg in the boulder games.
Well, that's ableist.
It is, but I don't think they care because they're still making you like fight to the death against boulders.
That's true. Slave
Nice.
labor blood sport, generally not the most like inclusive kind of environment I've ever
Yeah,
encountered.
it's true.
You could at least try to be ethical. Like, come on.
It looks like they stopped like making boys team and girls teams though. Everyone just competes against each other, so that's like one step in the right direction. Anyways, as he's like reading this document, Alecto has like a little space baggie of baby carrots with the marshmallows just like in them, and is like attempting to just get through it.
Delicious.
Yeah.
We like it.
So we're wanted fugitives. That's pretty rad. Is there?
I should say this bounty hasn't gone out yet. It's in the planning process. So he's begun filling out the forms for it. So it hasn't gone live yet. This is pretty fresh information. There is a little tidbit about the rug.
Tell me more.
It is a relic that was recovered from. Ooh, let me pull up the notes here so I don't get this wrong because I will forget. There, and then there, and then it's from the planet Tiraku, a oceanic world.
Cool.
Is that world in Consortium Space?
It is in Consortium Space.
Ow, Mulligan. Jeez Louise, you don't lick me to make me better. Fuck off. Okay. Sorry. Did it say like what it did?
It says that's where it came from, and studies are ongoing with it.
Okay.
You do learn
All
that
right,
he is
I'll do some
not in
research.
control of the pattern shifts.
That's really cool. Ow, Mulligan, you're the worst. That's super cool, and I'm gonna try to do some research on that later, maybe with Imy's help. But that's not important right now. What is important right now is that we get out of Dodge before this goes out, just because it'll be a lot harder to catch us.
How much is the bounty? How much are we worth?
I bet not much. Hey, Sam.
So the bounty you find is he's not actually paying for the bounty because he's broke as heck right now. But the Boulder Games will be paying the bounty through a series of like.
Oh right. They'd like buy us as slaves and give him the money for it.
Yes.
That he
Each of
gives-
you
yeah.
turned in alive is worth 20,000 credits.
Oh,
Dang, that's a lot of money.
If you are
So, Captain,
returned
we just turn
dead-
you in, or?
Yeah, if you're returned dead, there is no collection of bounty, but the bounty hunters are free to keep your shit.
oh no! I'm the shit! oh no!
What if we like turned in holographic Imy and then took the money and then she just like poofed out of existence and then we had 20,000 credits?
I'm sure that they would buy that, knowing the I'm whatever's systems.
Do they know Imy systems though? Does anyone really know Imy systems? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was
well.
used in a major war.
Well, then never mind to my quick scheme. Where are we going, Captain?
Well, we should probably get out of here before they send out bounty hunters after us.
Yeah.
And we should not go deeper into Consortium Space. So,
No.
do you want to just head for an uncharted system somewhere close by?
I'm gonna go exploring.
Somewhere kind of off the grid where we can just disappear into the next area?
I mean, I need medical equipment, medical, like, plants and supplies and stuff that I can use, and money. Because I'm not entirely 100% sure about your guys' motivations, but I know that I have people to take care of. I have a community, and I'm one of the main healthcare providers there.
Well, but if you go home, they're gonna check there and they're gonna capture you.
Well,
and
yeah,
also,
no.
we can't work for anyone in this area because they'll capture us. So, like, we've got to go somewhere else.
I'm not saying that I want to go home. I just need to go and, like, pursue things. I don't know.
Somewhere civilized, right? Where we can get technology and money.
Yeah,
I mean, do we know anything about any of the uncharted areas? Like, is there one with a big red cross on it or something? Like a hospital nebula or something? I don't know.
I mean, I'm not adverse to breaking into a hospital, but it would have to be one if we practice.
I think we just have to kind of go where, because it's uncharted, right? So we don't really know what's there. So we have to go and then try to find the things that we need while we're there.
So here's some info for you to kind of help you facilitate this decision. Going somewhere that is completely uncharted, that you do not have a rudder for. A rudder is the route through metaspace that is recent. Is a skill check of 13.
Okay. Doesn't our captain have like a magical ability to do that?
Your captain is probably quite able to facilitate that. Belker has some ways to make this easier. You can all work together to on this pilot check, because like once you make the jump, then you're committed to it.
But Carl, don't you have like a skill about?
I can do easy jumps like automatically. So anything less than a skill check of 10, I could just do without rolling. And then I also have a very high pilot skill with like the specialist 3d6 thing. So like I have a good odds of making one of these checks, but like something at a difficulty of 13 is still going to have some risk. Like,
okay, so is there places we can go that we don't have the rudder for, but isn't like just the middle of nothing space? Like, is there other systems that won't get our faxes so that we won't get arrested? Or
so you have enough fuel to make up to 3 jumps. After that, you're gonna have to get more fuel.
Where are those that seemingly benevolent religious group that doesn't like the consortium? Where are they located?
Which group? The one that you were just on, where you
the majestic. No, hold on. I wrote things down. Church group. Father Behar against Consortium Church of Perpetual Stellar Phenomenon. I wrote one thing down. Do they live in the consortium area, or do they have like a home base that's not in the consortium's reach?
Right. So like currently you're in the anodyne system. They are they are like everywhere. So they make nice with pretty much anyone to continue to be able to study stellar phenomena throughout known space. This like goodwill attitude towards others allows them to hold embassies on stations, like on Anodyne Station, as well as many others across the entire sector.
They don't have like a home base that's not in the sector.
Right, so you could, if you're looking for a system that you know that is close by, you could go to the Mylokar Authority. Granted, you did just do some poaching there, but it wouldn't. You weren't caught, so you could probably.
No, we were fine.
You could go there, or you could, take a risk, go somewhere completely unknown. In doing so, you know that it would be incredibly difficult for the Consortium to follow you, because A, they can't track you, and B, for them to chart through metaspace that they don't have would just be equally risky for them.
Because I guess we're worried about the bounty on us, but also we kind of stole from the Consortium, and that's not great. So we should probably get as far out of Dodge as possible for a little bit, and maybe like find some things and then come back.
If the bounty isn't out yet, we could go to the Mylokar.
I think the best option is to get far, far away.
Maybe
now
we'll
until like
seek out,
everything calms down.
Maybe we seek out a Church of Perpetual Stellar Phenomena, like somewhere nearby. Else that isn't the Mylokar.
What would we do with there though?
They're actively against Brackenshaw. They could potentially help us with our issues with him, because they also have issues with him. And I mean, from like COG point of view, they would have potential resources that could help us and their community. Like they seem to be understanding people.
Yep. I don't think that there's much we can do about the Brackenshaw situation. Honestly, I'm not super worried about him because he's a dingus. But that is another contact of people. Like if like what you want to do is have a job instead of going exploring so that you can make some money, then we could try to contact them in the Mylokar system if there's one there and like get a job doing something for them, I guess. But I think that again, we have not only pissed off Brackenshaw, but we've also pissed off the entire Consortium. So like, we should run for now, because I'm less worried about Brackenshaw than I am about the Consortium, because they're just gonna fucking straight up kill us.
But Brackenshaw is the one putting the bounty on our head on behalf of the Consortium, right?
It's not on behalf of the Consortium, that's on behalf of himself. The Consortium has nothing to do with it, right? Like he's putting a personal bounty on us.
He's leveraging his position as Vatican to put a bounty on you.
Okay. But what about like the government aircraft that we just stole from? I'm worried about.
Nobody knows it was you. You pinned it on other pirates.
Oh, great. Okay, well then never mind. We can do whatever we want. But yeah, I don't know.
So you could travel to the Mylokar Authority without issue, because you have a rudder that's days old. And then try to make a jump from there, or while you're in the Mylokar Authority, maybe trade for information to facilitate travel outside of the system that is still outside of Consortium control.
That seems like the best bet to me.
I think we could find a church in a system that is outside of Vatican control and is far enough away that we're like far enough from Brackenshaw, and that whispers of the pirates maybe not being involved won't, like, it's not so much a concern. And just have some sort of like direction.
Okay, sure, let's do that. So do we know that there's a contact on the Mylokar system? Because that seems like the easiest option.
You'd have to go there and try to find contacts, because you haven't really spent time there yet. While you know how to get there and avoid their security systems, you need to.
Can I go to like the temple people churchy website and be like, where's my nearest location? temples near me and to see if there is one there, so we don't go there, waste the fuel. Like, just
Yeah, a temple pops up on the station that you just left, on Anodyne Station.
Yep.
That is the nearest one to you.
just close that one.
Yeah,
Up, down.
on Mylokar, in the capital of Rinselka, there is a monastery there that you could go to visit and talk to the Church of Stellar Phenomena, Perpetual Stellar Phenomena.
Okay, I relay this information to the group.
I think Mylokar seems like our best bet for now.
Yeah.
We'll probably want to move on from there pretty quickly.
They also
But-
have the cheapest gas prices.
Yeah, that's
So
a
we
good
can get
spot to
more.
like stop over at least as a first step, and then we can decide from there the next. I would ideally like to get further from Consortium Space, but
Yeah.
we'll see what we can find there. Maybe get some info.
Yeah, we can't really buy any more gas because we don't have any money, but we have gas, so that's good.
Didn't we just make money from our last job?
We just, well,
We got 250
completed?
credits.
yeah, so like not enough for anything, really. I spent all mine on Dunkaroos or something.
Which is
So like,
gas.
we just have gas from this last job. That was the heist, is we took gas. So we have gas, we could sell it, but we wouldn't want to necessarily do that because we need it. So we like basically our next thing is like find new people to talk to get a new job or go exploring space and see what's up. And that's like the two things we can do right now, right? So let's go to Mylokar and find this church with a really long, complicated name. If I use the same code as last time to get into Mylokar, will that be bad? I would know that.
Yeah, it would not be great because like it's old now.
I'm
Well,
gonna
it's only a
change the
few
code
days.
slightly.
You could try to change the code, but then it would be a forged code instead of a genuine one that you did take. Oh no, you had a forged code last time. I take that back.
Yeah, I'll just forge it. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay.
Alecto has no idea about consequences. It'll be fine.
Right, so traveling to Mylokar is going to take one load of fuel. It takes, as you get to the edge of the system, it takes you 30 minutes to get into metaspace, so you make all the preparations and calculations that you require, activating the drive. You know that this procedure can be rushed and done in half the time at double the risk. Well, double-ish the risk. There's a chart. That way, so each round of space combat is equal to 15 minutes, so it would take 2 rounds to escape in this instance, or you can rush it to 1. That's why I'm just letting you know that.
Okay.
For no plot reason at all.
And I was like, wait, why are we talking about fighting? What?
What? No, it's fine. It's fine. Using your rudder from before, you input the codes, and because this is such a safe trip, it's a less than 6 on the check. No checks are required. You know that while traveling through metaspace, it's going to take you 6 days to get to Mylokar, which is something we didn't quite do correctly last time, but that's fine. So it takes about a week to travel from system to system. During this time, there are 3 shifts that you need to constantly be maintaining on the bridge. Like day, afternoon, and evening shift. So each of those watches require just constant attention. And then that way you can safely travel through metaspace. As there's minute calculations that you have to make, only the initial jump is difficult. While you're in metaspace, maintaining your bubble of normal space around you is quite simple. It's just little nudges in here and there. So anyone can do it. It's only the pilot that needs to make the initial check. Since you did that, you come out of metaspace with no problems. You've made it to Mylokar after a week of travel, enjoying your favorite meals prepared by Amy. You still have plenty of water reserves. These poor raisins of humans. As you enter into the Mylokar system, you head towards the capital and seat of power for the Mylokar Authority. And this time you can choose to use your codes to just get past, or you can interact with the Authority and then go to one of the designated spaceports. I'll leave it up to you.
What do you want to do, Captain? I think we should not announce our presence, considering this is the closest system to where we are bounty hunted.
Yeah, but we do want to get into one of those spaceports and have able to dock there, which I think we need to interact with them to do.
We don't want to talk to the Authority, though, right? We just want to talk to the church?
Yeah, but they'll be in a city.
Got it. Okay. Do you want to interact and lie?
I mean, I don't know. I think we have a pretty plausible story that we're just looking for info. We're like a freebooter ship. We're out trying to explore surrounding regions, trying to find work, whatever. I don't think that's too suspicious of a...
No, we have to give identification and stuff then, and so if this bounty comes through, then they may not let us leave. So we'd have to have a escape plan.
I mean,
whatever you want to do. Yeah.
I don't know if the government here is going to be bounty hunting per se. I mean, we might have to deal with people planetside, but I'm not too worried about that.
We'll just have to keep our wits about us, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Anybody who doesn't know about this bounty, we're just a group of people traveling through space, a group of merchants or delivery people. We could be anyone, really.
We're a group of legitimate business people doing legitimate business.
100%.
Legitimate business.
Yeah.
Should we turn it over to Imi to interact with the people then?
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we all know that's none of our fortes.
The only thing I would say to remember is that time. Remember that a week has passed since you left the Anodyne system and the Consortium behind. Just as a...
So you're saying it's posted?
Is interstellar communication faster than interstellar travel?
You know, that he was working on posting it, that he hadn't posted it yet, so it wasn't live when you left a week ago. But a week's a long time. Lots of things change and happen.
Yeah,
and you haven't been around to accept more work.
So, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But, so, is it instantaneous communication? If he posted on the internet at Anodyne Station, will they know about it here right away, or does it move at the speed of people transmitting it? Does it take 6 days for a transmission to get there too?
So systems that are equipped with long-range communications, have pretty much instantaneous communication. Systems that don't have these little comm buoys that connect different systems together, their information travels at the speed of you.
Okay.
I assume this seems like a bigger planet, so they probably have a buoy. So we just need to assume that everyone knows that we're fugitives.
Yeah, we just need to be strapped as we leave the ship.
Well, if we find this church group and they don't like the Consortium because they're trying to tax them, they might know the places outside of the Consortium's reach that we could hide in, but obviously not ask them hey, we're fugitives, can we hide somewhere? But be
I'm sure the church would be fine even if we said that. They don't really care because they're churchy, right? This is more when we dock and are in the the place that the dock is, the one back there. We just don't talk to anybody and don't cause any trouble, and I'll make sure that they can't lock our ship in or something. Or maybe that's an Imi thing. I don't know.
Yeah. We can figure that stuff out when we get planetside. Imi, do you want to hail this incoming guardianship and let them know who we are?
Sure. All right. So I'll just go for it then. They're hi, I am EIM-Y-0360, but you may call me Imi, aboard the Sublunar Sunfish. We are looking to visit your beautiful planet.
You see on the other side of communications, popping up on your viewer, is an older, like, kind of like grizzled, like, full beard. How do you call it? I keep wanting to say quarterman, and that's incorrect. An officer in the employ of the authority, who introduces himself. In the name of Her Majesty, Queen Dominara Rinselka, I would like you to declare your reason for being here. EIM-Y.
Visiting. We've heard that you have such beautiful views.
Indeed, by Her Majesty's grace, those views are protected under our laws.
It's like, yeah, and that is exactly why we've come. We've heard they're the best in the whole universe because you have such
just
gracious
come out of
queen.
metaspace, and you state that your interest is visiting, yet I detect you are a merchant vessel. Will you be working while you are here?
Can I do a quick search to see if we need a visa for that?
You sure do.
Oh shit. Well, of course, we are law-abiding citizens, so we would apply for a work visa before we would ever dare to sell anything.
Oh, well, if you do change your mind, I will forward you those forms now. Please feel free to interact with our society, and should you choose to trade with us, I would hope you would do so. Just fill out these forms.
Thank you so much. We will absolutely do that.
Right. In the name of Her Majesty, Queen Dominara Rinselka, please enjoy your stay.
Thank you so much.
It cuts out, and on your display you get a choice of 6 different spaceports that you can land at, including the capital, Rinselka, named for the Queen's family, who has ruled here since time immemorial, according to their histories.
Does Google tell us like which port is closest to the church people?
The capital, yes.
Okay.
Oh, off we go.
I think we should park this port over here. I'm just practicing for when we get to the planet tag, because I assume that's what everybody sounds like.
Yeah, I think that's like the local accent.
Hello! My name is Alecto.
Wait, I think I got it. My name is Belker, and I'm on the Sublunar Sunfish. Was that pretty good?
Yeah, I'm more like, oh!
Okay, I got this. My name is Belker, and I'm here on the Sublunar Sunfish. How's that? That was better, right? I think I got more into it that time.
That was perfect.
Good.
You know, I noticed a slight improvement. You're getting there.
We'll once again leave all the talking to Ivy. Okay,
yeah,
and we dock.
You put in the codes and request docking at in the capital of Rinselka. Docking fees are 250 credits. It's the capital. It's the
And you apply. Did you apply for amnesty?
And we like
forms.
Size.
park in the atmosphere.
My
How
money.
would you get down? Jump?
We've
Can I hack the bank app so it looks like we send them 250 credits? Bitcoin them? What? And like do some sort of.
As you kind of look things up, that's the rate for visitors to this planet. If you are here for pleasure only, they charge you tourist rates.
Oh, well then we should fill out the forms and come back.
I mean,
How much is it if we fill out the forms?
We have 250 from the last job, and this will point us towards the next job.
Yeah.
Like that's what we got paid for the last one.
So,
And we have fuel to get to the next 2 systems we need to.
We don't have 250 left, though, do we? We bought stuff.
No, we bought stuff before that. That was
I
like
have
our personal
9
money. We bought
credits.
stuff. Well, we didn't. I don't think anybody added the 250 to
Oh,
their
like
sheet because
ship
it
money.
like we
Got
have
it.
250 of ship money. That's we got paid for the spores and stuff.
Okay, cool. We do that.
So but to answer the questions, in the order that I think I remember, so if you fill out the forms, there is a 15 credit administration fee, and then your rate drops to 125 credits to dock.
But then they have all of our information because we filled out forms. We probably don't want to do that.
I feel like they'd already have our information, huh?
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be too hard to find. Like, it's like the
They have
government
your
of England looking up my info.
they have your transponder code
VIN number?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, totally. For the ship, they have down that there are 4 passengers, and that's it. They didn't ask for any personal information or details.
Yeah, let's just pay them the money so we can keep a little bit of anonymity.
Yeah, we don't really have anything to sell anyway.
Yeah. Do that.
Okay. You pay them the 250 credits, and you touch down at a very luxurious landing pad. You see an arm extend out as an automatic docking procedure is initiated, which gently grabs your ship and pulls it inside. And then you see that there are several dozen luxury ships in this facility. All sorts of colors. You catch some really extravagant names like the Silver Stargetter and the Solar Wind, and just lavish names. There's a lot of like chrome plating too. It seems to be very in style. Plenty of decals or decals, if you will. As you're placed next to one of these luxury yachts, you have the Sublunar Sunfish, who it looks very well used and well loved, and is a working vessel, of course.
It's absolutely not a piece of Gosa.
Imee just sighs at the other ships longingly. It's like thinking about the good old days.
I was just thinking about where the fuck the turtle is right now because I haven't seen him in a week.
It's just like in the bench, you hear like the dum dum dum, and then like a little like turtle fuck you comes out and it stomps away.
It goes like this. You're a fucking tortoise.
I mean, you feel odd. You feel like almost like someone's tickling you a bit.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like someone's like gotten like right in there and just like and then it stops.
Alecto.
And one thing that I headcanon about Imee is that she can't quite get the human laugh right. So it's like over the PA is like ha 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 ha.
What are you laughing about in your perfectly normal laugh, Imee?
It tickles.
It does. Are you having another brain time?
No.
You had a really weird brain time the other day. Anyway, what does the tickling mean?
Is it from the docking?
That would have been felt at the outset of the docking procedure. The arm is let go of the ship once you it's pulled you into your resting
You
position.
run it. Can you run like a diagnostic on yourself, Imee? Why were you being tickled?
Are we being hacked?
Are you Spider-Man?
You know what being hacked feels like, Imee. And as you extend your senses throughout the ship's sensors, someone's cleaning you.
Is it the turtle? An algae off? Space algae?
Yeah, someone is using a very sophisticated laser system to expunge like the carbon scoring on the outside of the ship and kind of give you a little shine job.
Oh, is it because they're like weird
Oh.
about like they have like their own specific like biomes, so they have to like clean you before you can enter their biomes. You don't bring like foreign objects into their biome.
Pretty sure it's because we just paid them 250 credits.
So they'll shine your
This is-
shoes.
Yeah, this is
Staying in the luxury lot.
Oh, I
This
thought,
is
I
the
thought it was
valet
just
service.
Australia. I thought it was just Australia.
Yeah, you feel like a little more of these odd sensations as like you hear like tunk tunk on the top of the hull, and then looking over into your bridge, you see your viewport is getting scrubbed out, and you see one of the Mylokar like look inside and be like, ah.
Hologram. Ah!
Yeah, outside of like looking at
Dims?
Space Google, you also known as the Galactic Subnet in my headcanon, you know that the Mylokar are part of the, I always want to say the kind, but I think that the like, except they look a little more cat-like. They've got elongated pointy ears, typical of I mean, yeah, of Mint's headset, and they also have like feline-like eyes.
I fit right in.
So sorry, are they the Mylokar?
Maybe. One other feature that they have is that there are little markings on their skin, much like whiskers, but not hair. They are not protein structures. They are just sacks of pigments that are on the fronts of the edges of their face, giving them like a little
Sacks of
tiger stripe
pigment.
look.
Why do you say things in the grossest way possible, Sam, every single time? Just little sacks of pigment. Jeez Louise.
You know, I've got one of those. I have a strawberry birthmark on my shoulder.
Oh, a little sack
Basically, a sack
of
of
pigment.
pigment.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We dock? Land?
You're a doc.
You're clean?
Yeah, you want to walk out? You're
Looking out into like the dock with the crowds and stuff. If Belker were to walk out like fully strapped, like rifle and body armor, would it be a bad thing? Like, would he be able to pass as a bodyguard of some sort for this fine assortment of rich people, or is he gonna stand out like a sore thumb?
As you kind of consider this, you realize that all of you will probably stand out pretty extensively.
Okay.
Maybe
More
not
visitors.
Alecto. Maybe Alecto could fit in with Alecto
The cat
passing.
people?
Well, like obviously you're not from Mylokar, but like fashion wise, to go out fully armed, probably not.
Do we have?
So I have to take off the harness with the screws then.
That is up to you. The law, it will say like unless you file like proper permits for all your weaponry, there's no open carry here.
Okay.
Do we
Oh,
have
we
any pistols?
Yeah. I won.
I have one built in.
Okay.
I have one laser pistol.
Me too, but I'm not going to bring it because that sounds illegal. I'm not shoot anybody while we're here, right? We'll be fine.
If the bounty's gone out, we should be at least prepared.
We'll put it in your butt.
Yeah, okay.
That being said,
I'll
do you want
hold-
to look for the bounty since you're here?
Look for like posters of our faces drawn poorly? Yes.
I mean, you were just on the Galactic Subnet, aka Space Google.
Oh, right. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, you look up. There's surprisingly little information about you on the Galactic Subnet, so no.
Okay. Well, just in case, we should all don our emergency goatees and just go out in there and get her done.
Only Alecto and
Just
Ivy
kind
like
of-
reach for their emergency goatees. Cog and Belker, what are you doing? Do you also have emergency goatees, or
Belker's
Alecto made you
always-
one out of felt.
Belker's always wearing his emergency goatee.
True.
So,
Cog,
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, Cog is slightly growing one out. They're on testosterone, so they're like growing out a little bit of a goatee for the disguise, but it's like barely there. But they do take off like most of their sort of like more worn out stuff and put on their nice clothes, which are still a bit grimy and beat up, but it has like a full hood that actually covers their face.
Oh,
So-
hey, Amy is no longer grimy.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that way more than I should have.
Yep.
Yep.
So Amy can actually change the color of their armature. It's like, as I said a while ago, those old phone cases where you could take off the back and there's all like that stuff underneath. So she switches from the pink to like a really boring beige.
Excellent.
Excellent. We do love a boring beige.
I'm going out with my goatee and nothing else. Well, I mean clothes, but like, yeah, not changing anything else.
You
Doesn't
might
matter.
stand out in just a goatee and nothing else.
I don't know. It's a place full of cat people.
If you're not, bring your pistol. Can I bring it?
Yeah, here you go. I don't use it anyway,
Thanks.
really.
You
I'm
want
gonna try
conceal
and yeah, I'm gonna try and conceal it.
Okay, okay.
Put it in your
give
butt.
me a sneak check.
Oh boy.
There is
Duties.
there's cyberware for that in this system. Just
Okay.
FYI.
Oh yeah. So
Can I help-
got a
can I help, Belker?
7. I'm assuming this is maybe Dex, so that's a total of 8.
Great. Yeah, that seems very likely. It seems concealed. You
I was
get
gonna
the
say that I was
feeling
gonna help by like untucking his shirt. Just like from the back.
Belker's an old hand at this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as like no one gives you like a pat down, you feel pretty reasonably confident that it will remain hidden.
Right. No one touched the captain's butt.
I agree.
I was not planning on it.
I mean, can you go ask somebody like real nice where the church is?
Oh yeah, you step out of the ship.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all geared up and ready to go. You make your first step out, and you see, "Oh, hello! I am Gibbons. I am the one that cleans your ship. Would you like the chromium finish? Kind folks,
No, thank you.
standard finish it is."
Does it cost extra for the chromium finish?
No, it does not. And he just begins to like give Ivy a secondary rub down. You see like a little spray canister as it emits some sort of wax, and you see it get polished to a shine.
I'm so shiny now.
Beautiful, Mama. Oh, go find someone to tell us where the church is.
Wonderful job at the cleaning.
Did you say church?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did say church.
Which church?
The one with the very long name. The Church of Perpetual Stellar Phenomena or something.
Oh, those quacks. Also, they don't have the longest church name in the city, just so you know.
What's the longest church name in the city, Sam? Make it up right now.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Ew.
No. It's the Church of, hang on. It's the Church of Residual Mermaids and Blackout Eyes that have flowing movements and... Oh. Yep, that's it.
Because they push backwards in space a lot, or what?
It's a very odd church. It belongs on the world of it originates from the world of Trinautilus.
Cool.
And if you
Yeah,
watched
the
our
other
world
one,
building
though.
exercise a few weeks ago, that's where that came from.
Oh, I didn't
I
watch it.
didn't see
That's
right.
Yes, no, the other church. Fine,
you were
sir.
busy. That was the whole point. You're good. You're good. Don't worry.
I know, but I should have watched it afterwards because I'm a part of the team. But whatever.
It's fine. We're here now.
Yes.
Well, do you want directions or not?
I do. That's why I said that one, please, sir.
Very well. And he stops what he's doing, comes over to you. Compad or something? Oh, an accessible port.
Wow.
Perfect. He connects your two ports together, and you see the data is transferred over to you. Fair greetings to you all.
These days.
May you walk in the light of Her Majesty.
Oh, yeah, and also with you. Oh,
You just hear like little grumblings about like aliens. So weird. But you look at your pad.
Really...
He's connected you like to the main port here, and it will light up a little way. And you look down on the road that's before you, and the panels flip over so that you can see a light that starts to go out of this building and towards
That's
your
so
destination.
fucking cool. And very Star Trek. I like it. Let's go.
Yeah, as you take your first steps into the luxury quarter of the of Rinselka, the capital here. So many nouns, my goodness. You see before you the streets are very orderly and tidy. The sky above you is a very pale blue color. You see clouds just rolling by at a like very high atmosphere clouds, which I want to call like stratosphere clouds because I can't remember their serious names.
Cirrostratus?
Cirrostratus? That sounds like the ones.
It is.
Thank you.
Get your clouds right, Sam.
It's like your head's in the clouds these days, man.
You see, no hints of a storm anywhere. You hear the beautiful music of songbirds that are not flying around, but you do hear little like speakers that are placed almost everywhere throughout the city. A lot of the city is made out of glass, and then you look closer at the construction materials that instead of like metals, it seems that they've used different types of wood, and you see like all of this is like natural. There's no paint on the wood as it goes across. These are the types of woods that are not flammable. The trees that you did not encounter in the jungle, they come from another region of this planet. They can be, they're incredibly light, and then once you've set them in place, you can apply a resonance to them that will hold them in place. So a lot of the crafting here doesn't use cutting.
So, like, what you're saying is this planet is biodynamic?
They're trained to be. They had a
like fancy wines.
Very fancy wines. Yeah, you know that they have a wide variety of delicious alcohols on this planet. Their orange spring wine is one of the most popular. It is a lightly alcoholic beverage, but quite nicely carbonated, so it is very refreshing.
A spritzer.
Yeah, it won't get you like it'll give you like the effects of getting drunk without getting you like drunk, so you can just dismiss the effects of it. So you can have a good time, but then not the hangover the next day.
Okay.
Now, if you want the hangover and a lot of the effects of the wine, that's when you turn to the ultraviolet. It's one of their most potent alcohols on the planet, and
is it made from violets?
Yeah, it's a really cool because the distillation process, and then once you've like mixed it into a cocktail, you apply a strong amount of force to it, and it shifts its color pattern from being ultraviolet to being a dull, pulsing purple color, and like intermediate between black and purple.
Dang! Just slap everything around in this place, hey?
Yes, resonance and vibrance are some pretty big things about this planet. You see, like, the Mylokar are mainly dressed in light, flowy robes of varying colors. A lot of them look incredibly expensive. You see, like, very intricate, like, lace designs on some of the more feminine ones. On the masculine ones, you see that they also have adopted, like, a flowy, like, dress sort of style. And they use, like, darker, harsher tones with, like, angular cuts into them. So you see it looks almost sharp when you look at it.
Cool. I feel like Alecto's just thinking about, no, we don't know this. You're telling us this. Our characters don't know anything about the wine and stuff, probably. Never mind. We continue walking to the church.
I mean, you could just be, like, looking it up as you're, like, walking.
That sounds right. I think Alecto's thinking about whether Amy would let him drink the, like, fancy spritzery wine. He wasn't allowed to drink the whiskey. I'm gonna try it right now, though. We got work to do.
Not.
Oh well.
Yeah, as you head towards your destination, all of you are caught by a spicy, sweet aroma as you look over and see a food cart.
Street food. We need street food. It smells good.
You see all of these little bundles of, like, what look to be like some of the leaves that you saw in the jungle from your previous visit here have been wrapped around whatever delicious food is inside, and you just smell this incredibly fragrant and pungent, delicious food.
I feel like Alecto doesn't think it's delicious. He probably thinks it's, like, weird. It's got like curry or something on it, and he's like, I don't know. It doesn't smell like chicken fingers.
Belker will go over and buy 3. I mean, he doesn't eat, right? So
Only water.
you go and buy 3 and a water.
3 and a water. The exchange is made, and it's 3 credits. The water is free.
3 credits it is. And I will distribute the 3 and the water to Amy. The 3 to the 3 of us and then the water time.
Here, I may have it all.
You just and you just see, like, the cart vendor is, like, leaning over, like, watching you intently, like.
Belker's gonna just get right in there. It's gonna be kind of gross to watch.
What does it look
Yeah,
like?
do you unwrap it, or do you, like, just try to eat it as it is? How are you attacking this?
It's wrapped in, like, a leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Unwrap the leaf.
Okay. You go, ooh.
And just take a big old chomp out of it.
What does it look like?
As you unwrap this out of the leaf, you see this very homogeneous, perfectly formed shape in, like, a little ribbed rectangle. Inside you can see, like, different variations of, like, shapes inside, but on the, like, it's like a gelatinous mixture. So you can see, like, there's, like, vegetables, there's sauce, everything's, like, seems to be contained within this thing.
You never mind. I'm not eating this.
It smells like like the pungentness of this is like fresh curry leaf when it, like, hits the oil, mixed with, like, lime just, like, squeezed right in your face.
It sounds excellent. Belker's into it.
Katie thinks that sounds amazing. Alecto is just getting less and less. It's getting less and less appealing. So he's, like, just, like, peeling open the layers and smelling it, and, like, ugh, and it's, like, gelatinous, and, like, oh, get out of here.
Yeah, you, like, take a bite, and you see that, yeah, the other two take a bite, and, like, you pass through this outer layer and then into the, like, incredibly flavorful filling. And as you take your bite back, the outside edge of it that you just bit through reforms to keep it inside so it doesn't leak out. And then as you continue to chew, it compartmentalizes it, so it's like taking the first bite over and over and over again.
Wow. I love my water.
Is it, like, at least
She's
mineral
totally
water
not,
or
like,
something?
super sad. She's probably, like, drinking the water and, like, looking at it and being like, wow, that would be so yummy to eat.
It's very pure water. Incredibly
It's
flavorless.
delicious.
Exactly as you expected. There's no, like, weird trace minerals. It is.
Mmm,
Hint of cucumber.
so easy to process. Revitalizing all my skin cells.
Dog is absolutely entranced with this, like, food that doesn't leak. This, like, super wasteless food, and it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. And, like, is asking this food vendor for, like, recipes and tips, maybe. Not even knowing, like, if they speak the same language, but it's just like, how do you make that? That's, like, really innovative.
Oh, it's the native plants here. They form this protective barrier that we've learned to harvest over the years. Kula grain, we call it.
I gotta get some of that. That'd be extremely useful in the desert.
Well, here, I'll give you a little bit of mine. And he
Really?
gives you, like, a little, like, satchel full. Like, you see, like, a huge container on the cart, and he just gives you a little bit. He's not even asking for money.
That's so kind. Thank you.
Now,
I
my
was like,
spice
"Thanks,
recipe, I
man."
can't hand that away. That's why I charge the money.
That's fine. I'm just after that, like, super cool, weird tech. I will come back here for the spices, though. That was some good stuff.
Yeah, he does this
Just
like,
feel-
really unfamiliar gesture to you that seems to be, like, maybe it's thank you, maybe it's, like, appreciate. You're not sure, but it's an odd gesture.
Fuego.
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 Do their best to imitate it back.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a check to me.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
I'd say connect,
Yeah,
talk. Those are both acceptable in my books. Otherwise, let me know what you think.
I mean, it's all the same, but perform? Because I'm just like, oh yeah, I roll 20 as being weird, so I'm rolling real
Yep.
dice.
No worries. Satisfying sound.
7?
You do a really good job of imitating the gesture, and as you like complete it, he's like, "Oh, keep your chin up. That means you would like to marry me, and I'm already wed."
Oh, that's it's all
a
good.
little
I
too
have
familiar.
a girlfriend
That's-
back home.
That's fine. But well, it's been so nice chatting with you all. Thanks for visiting our planet, fine alien folk.
I would marry your spices, though.
Already married. And again, does the gesture again.
Yep. Alecto just like slips his little package of food into Cog's hand, trying not to like offend this dude.
I takes it and bleeds it just they go and like.
Yeah, you have
That's
enough
right.
for 4 portions of Kula grain. How to cook it and what it does, you're gonna have to experiment and find out. But and it's spelled Q''ULA, Kula.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love putting apostrophes in
Oh.
things. Yeah, you continue to walk and following this little light up path. As you approach the church, and it is really odd. You see all the other buildings are formed of that material that we spoke of earlier, but this building is completely metallic, and out of the top of it you see a wide variety of sensor equipment, all pointed up towards the stars.
Sensor? Like sensing, not censoring things.
Just sensor bars everywhere. Like, nope, can't have that in our religion. Out,
Like-
out.
Yeah. The whole top of the church is
Like,
just
damn,
that.
that's pretty serious.
I love it. I love it.
Architecture redacted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see, like, Alecto, your little display that had been like lighting up the road. You see on your display little fireworks go off as you've reached your destination.
Ooh, that's fun.
It also like you see like you leveled up somehow. Is this a game? Like you've now like
Alecto is now entranced and is like, wait, what? And is now trying to figure out other ways to gain levels and stuff. He's going to be level like 65 by the time we leave here. Like,
Yeah,
just
the
completely not
Department
paying
of
attention
Tourism
anymore.
decided to like add this in as a fun little way to walk about town.
And it
level up.
works!
You see that you also have to like redeem some of like the special like quests that you didn't realize that you were unlocking. And as you begin to like, spent money in the food cart district and walked X amount of kilometers, and like some of them, you just start accepting them. And
guys, we have to throw a credit in the water fountain. Guys, we had to throw a credit in the water fountain.
Do you have water fountain credits to throw in the water fountain, young man?
I have 9 credits. Let's go.
Yeah, you like throw the first one and like you get the redemption for the quest, and it makes you really happy. But you see, like, this is a tiered quest. There's 5 tiers. The next tier is like 5 credits.
Oh, that's how they get you. How do I roll for self-control?
Isn't that a mental saving throw?
Probably, and I imagine with disadvantage because I'm 12.
There isn't.
You're 13.
Disadvantage in this game.
This is the kid. This is the kid who 100% like spent $300 on some stupid cell phone game before realizing it was real money, and the parents had to like sue the company. Like, this is this kid. No, he's pretty smart though. Okay, no, I think he will be like, I'll do only the first layer ones, because you can actually probably accomplish more with the first layer ones and save money instead of like doing the one thing, getting more points with money. It's fine. Anyways, church.
Church.
You walk up the 3 like steps to the metal door of this building, and you want to head inside. You open this door.
Yes.
Yes.
You open the door, and inside you see a little foyer with a quaint little human woman who is just looking down at the console that's in front of her, seeing that you've entered. Oh my! Visitors, are you here to view the stars with us?
Yes. I love viewing the stars.
We're all waiting for Amy to talk. And then
My computer keeps cutting out.
Oh yeah, you did message about that.
Yes, I love this.
Nobody saw my message.
Alecto's just looking at his compad nonstop, just trying to see if like interacting with one of the churches gets you a credit, like a point. Oh boy.
Oh my! You actually want to look at the stars with us? This is
Well,
wonderful.
specifically, we would like to go to stars. Other ones, maybe.
Yeah, we're
well,
looking
that's
for some
exciting too.
directions.
Directions?
But to stars, not on the planet. We're looking, star directions.
You're looking for star maps. And potentially
Yes.
rudders that go to other systems.
Yeah, or even just an idea of what's in the nearby systems that we could go to. We're big
Like,
on
maybe you need
exploring stars, so we could look at the stars up close.
Or if you like your grandma being taken to a hospital in another star system, we'd be happy to do that for a small fee. Stuff like that also.
We do love grandmas. We're big on grandmas.
We
in this
do
group.
love grandmas. I don't ever had one.
I had 3.
3?
Yeah,
Just have so much knitted stuff.
yeah.
Oh, well, I'm grateful for your concern about my grandmother, person I just met.
It was just like it was just one example.
Well, she's been dead for over 6 years, so
She probably doesn't need a ride, but like maybe your uncle does. I don't know.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Like pushing Alecto back, like just stop talking.
She made it to the ripe old age of 102.
Wow,
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
Almost
good run.
falling apart at that point, but yeah, she
my
kept on
God.
going. Oh, I'm
It is
sorry.
how these
Did I
things often
overshare
go.
again? I apologize.
No,
You could
that's
never overshare with us. In fact, I encourage you
No.
to share.
Oh,
maybe.
say, what are you doing this evening? Are you free for a drink? Am I oversharing again?
No.
Who are you? Which one are you talking to? Is they think the important part? Is it the child, the robot, the
She's
withholding?
talking to Belker.
Yeah, I was like, okay, or the super uncomfortable man.
Well,
Yes.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. I can share with you so much about our religion. I'm looking forward to teaching you.
I would love to learn about stars.
Well, you've come to the right place. As for star maps or letters, well, we do sell those here. Depending on where you want to go and how much information you need to acquire, well, it can get quite expensive.
Are they stored on like a computer system, or are they like physical maps?
Physical maps? My goodness, no, we haven't kept physical maps since the time before that.
Cool.
And she flips like a little display piece as it spins around. You see like the other side. There's a camera to another room, and you see within there like very ancient maps that are written out, but definitely not star maps that you would use here.
I mean, I don't know if we need necessarily full maps, but if you could just help us out, because we're really looking for systems, inhabited systems within a jump of here that are not, Consortium Space. We're real tired of their taxes. It's real rough on legitimate business people like us.
We have been fucked over by them. We have had our asses handed to us by them, and we are sick of their shit. We would like to get as far away from them as possible without, just, disappearing into the forest, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
Well, that does make sense. And again, I do require some form of compensation for these maps. I can't just give them to you.
So not fully programmed anymore.
I could tell you a little bit more about Braylix or Cyphra if you're looking to travel there, but I couldn't give you the information on those places, like how to travel there. So while both of them are bustling trade sites and also have wonderful monasteries set up towards the Church of Perpetual Stellar Phenomena, otherwise, if you want to purchase that information to go to those places, the maps start at 1,000 credits.
Can I just have a little peek around to see if there's somewhere I could drop a pen and then stab a shunt in there just to maybe take the information myself when they're not paying attention?
There are certainly those opportunities around should you have your team distract.
Belker gonna punch somebody again?
I'm gonna just send I'm just gonna text message everybody and be like, hey Belker, seems like they're into you. Can you flirt with them for a second? I'm gonna do some crap.
I thought I already was.
Turn on the charmer, dude. Ask them what
doing the
their favorite hobby is or something, or ask them what the color of their under armor is or something.
You've got text to read ons, so it's just.
So Braylix sounds cool. Do they have a real nice star there? Are their stars really good? I would love to look at new stars from a new perspective. What do you think about the best place to look at new stars? Is
Braylix is an interesting system. It's a cooling yellow dwarf star, but plenty sufficient for the systems over there. Whereas Cyphra is a binary star system. With a unique radiation pattern, which is quite fascinating when you look at it. Using a certain lens, it's almost like it has a little halo and just is beginning to go off. This is probably a connect check for Belker. And if anyone wants to help with that, it is a difficulty of 8, so it's not.
I mean, did my suggestions of how to flirt help at all?
I mean, he's turning on the charm. This is like full Belker right now, for sure.
Belker
Oh,
has
Belker.
zero charm, hey? Like, there's just nothing there.
He's like a guy.
Yeah.
GM.
Yeah,
Just a guy,
just a guy,
GM.
just a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling a connect.
We all have a little bit of just a guy inside of us, you know?
That is just a straight up and down 7.
Okay. So
No bonuses, no minuses.
yeah, she like is talking a lot, and you're listening, and
Are you actively listening?
She goes, yeah. She's like, well, what do you think about that?
I mean, I've never seen a binary star. I've never been to one of those systems before. That sounds fantastic. I bet that's a truly amazing stellar phenomena. Personally. I would love to look at one with you sometime too. That sounds fantastic, but maybe another time. Or maybe tonight. I don't know. You did ask me about a drink later.
Oh, yes, so I did. And while that all sounds wonderful, that doesn't really describe the efficacy of viewing various stellar phenomena at varying distances, not to mention times. Remember that when we're looking at them, we're actually seeing the past. And
You know, I've never thought about time before, and I would love for you to tell me more about that later.
so because she's not fully distracted
check-
by this, it'll just make your check
Yeah.
a little bit harder, Alecto.
Okay, cool. I was like, oh, there's a quest over here. I'm just gonna do this quest really quick, while also trying to like text him just like information about like quantum physics and stars and like string theory, so that he has like shit to talk about.
And like the
Also,
text
the,
you
like-
read is just going constantly. It's making it difficult for you to focus.
And it doesn't make any sense because it's Alecto like describing it in a way that like he understands all of it and you probably don't. And so it's just like, it's not for dummies. It's like, you know, a whole bunch of information. You're just like, strings in space, what?
Yeah, so
Cool.
for a straight up hack, we're looking at a difficulty of +1, so 11.
Okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Because I'm factoring in like not just like the difficulty of the security system, but also the speed factor, so that you don't get caught.
100%. Yeah, that is totally cool. I am not concerned in any way. I'm gonna roll my 3d6 and drop the lowest. Hell yeah. 11 plus 1 plus 1, so 14? No, 11, 12, 13. Yes,
That's
I can
great.
count.
Yeah, blew it out of the water. You get the information not just for Braillex, but also Cypher.
Ooh.
So
Okay,
you
cool.
download those charts, and then
I'm fuzzy.
oh no, totally. I'm gonna say like as a cheeky move, who do you want to build? Who do you want to bill for the 2,000 credits?
Oh, who do I want to bill?
Guy who has a bounty on us.
I know, but then he'll know that we'd have to leave really fast. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna. I can't hear you because you're whispering. Pirates?
The pirates. We
Well, we already fucked them and they didn't do anything to us. I don't think that I care about that. Can I just like can I bill it to like the consortium? No, because then we'll know where we're going. If I bill it to them, they'll like be able to see what it was for, and then they'll know where we're going. And so that's stupid. I'm gonna bill it to. Can I bill it to the government official that came to like talk to me about my psychic abilities when I was younger, who was really annoying and I hated him?
Certainly, that's no problem.
Because when he left, I like took some of his shit, so like I know his name and stuff and like his credentials. So I'm gonna bill it to that dude.
Interesting. Okay.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
Government bureaucrat will remember that.
A little bit of Alecto backstory for you. Welcome, everybody. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and like as the clerk like turns her head to like where you are, you just like casually like sitting there doing nothing.
I was like, oh, I thought there was a geocache here. It seemed like it's not. Oh, it's on the other side of the wall. Sorry,
are
guys.
you playing the new tourism level up game?
Oh my god, yes. Do you have any hints? Because this is rad.
You know, when they launched that, like all the people here, they just went crazy for like 3 days. It was the most peaceful 3 days we've ever had.
Yeah.
And then people maxed out at level 85 and started getting cranky.
They didn't enough like updates, new content. Yeah.
Yeah, the tourism department didn't really think that side of it through. It's a free service, and they've put so many hours into it now.
Oh god, there's got to be a bunch of like paywalls, things are like blocked behind it now because it's it's expensive to run an app.
Oh, surprisingly, no. The government is pretty inept about such things.
It's okay. I'll add a couple levels for some people before I go. Just like
Oh yeah, do you want to like swap codes?
Yeah. What? You swap codes?
Yeah, like takes out like your combat and just like bumps yours and
Yes.
yeah, you see
Is
that
there a
she's
gym
already
around here?
she's you see like she's max level.
Yep.
Everything's done.
Fuck yeah. You've got the shiny Lapras.
Well, so are you going to buy one of the star maps, or did you want to seek communion with God?
I think that Belker wants to see communion with you.
What?
Just drinking her water in the background.
She like stands up from her chair and she's about like 5'4", long like cascading like black hair that's like curled perfectly, and you see like throughout her hair it like shimmers and like becomes like different constellations.
Oh my god, she's so pretty.
You can't
Alecto might
name
be a
any
little
of
bit
them
of it.
because you don't know the stars here that well, but yeah.
I could Google it right now and then be like, oh look, Ursa Majora, and then just steal this bitch right out from under Belker. I'm not gonna do that though. This is another place in which Alecto has confidence. Oh yeah, we're working poor, so we're probably not gonna buy any maps.
Oh, well, that's okay. If you ever need a line of work, we pay quite well for getting rudders test all the time.
Okay, so like before, when I said we would take your grandma to another place and get her to a hospital or whatever, that's kind of what I was aiming at.
Oh.
We're freelancers.
I did not understand that at all. I spend most of my day communing with God and dealing with customers, so apologies.
That's fine.
Are you
Alright.
sure
You
you
want-
don't want to commune with God?
Who?
That's
Which one?
still
How-
all of them. Every star is a god to us.
How long does that take? Is that like a whole day thing? Is it like a 5-minute thing?
That is a
For
follow your
Belker, it's about a
heart kind of
30-second thing.
If you can find faith in the stars, simply staring at a star field for long enough is all you need. A little concentration meditation, boom.
Do the stars talk back?
No, but we do offer medication for that.
I was gonna say, are they in the room with you now? I'm good. I don't know if anyone else wants to talk to God, but we are interested in work, right? And also, Cog, didn't you like want to see if maybe they wanted to? I'm just gonna like, do you want to like see if they wanted to like set up a base at your planet or something? They have like medical supplies and stuff, right? No, I thought you wanted to get them to go to your planet and like set up a hospital or something.
I just thought they might
They
have
offer like aid, right?
supplies and stuff. Maybe it's
They
a
have
good contact.
stars. They have medical. I mean, not medical. They have meditation and stars.
I think if they are all over the planet, they probably would have a place close enough to their planet. I just wanted to, like, in case they have anything that we...
Oh yeah, I was trying to offer the
Very
idea that
tight.
like if you're looking to give them, if you're looking to support your planet, and these are like church people who like take in refugees and help people and stuff, that like maybe you'd be like, this is a planet in need, go give them your help if you're into it. But also do what you want.
Yeah, I'll ask about their, like, mutual aid program and be like, "Can you
Yeah.
get a pamphlet?
Yeah.
Like a little fold out on your, like, mutual aid."
Yeah,
you
she
know?
goes into like a 20-minute tirade on like how much mutual aid they offer throughout the galaxy and how important their quest and vision is towards this. And it's donations like yours that keep this open and like hits you up for money even though she knows you don't have money.
How's your policy on, like, secrecy and, like, operating outside the bounds of the law?
Oh, that's well above my purview.
Basically just, you know, keeping a whole community on the down low while also, like,
Oh, being nebulous,
Open.
yes.
sure. Does that mean?
It means that sometimes we give aid where we can't always see what happens to it.
Sure, hell yeah.
We're super into nebulous here.
He sure is.
Tell her,
Yes.
hey Belker, tell her butt's out of this world.
If we don't.
I couldn't quite hear any of that, but I assume it was quite funny. I do have more work to do, so if you're not here to buy anything, I'm happy to meet you after my shift and we can have that drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. I do love it when people repeat things back at me. It makes me feel so special.
Tell her that you'd let her meteor destroy Uranus.
What time is your shift over?
I get off in 2.5 rotations.
That sounds fantastic. I will see you in 2.5 rotations. Goodbye.
Yeah, you all leave. Yeah, as you walk out the door.
Hey, tell her.
Tell her what?
Tell her that. No, it's fine. Never mind. I can't say this whole thing. Never mind. Please carry on.
As you walk out the door, you see a very tall, like a 7-foot human. Lot of belt action going on. Got a duster on. Has a backwards baseball cap that's very frayed and worn. Spike collar and like spikes on her wrist. She looks at you. Well, you also notice that one of her eyes is missing. It's been replaced with a prosthetic. If it isn't my bounty, and she chucks at your feet pads with each of your faces on it. So lucky for you to be in the system that I inhabit myself. I'm going to enjoy getting you, and then bringing you in for the cash prize after applying these Lazarus patches to your lifeless bodies.
Or you could not.
And
I
we
should.
end it right there.
Yeah.
Tell her you want to see her celestial body. Wait, what's happening? Oh boy.
What a session.
Yeah, so despite not being an active bounty on you, this one seems to have acquired one on you somehow, and we'll get into that next week. Or in 2 weeks. We might have a little break in between, but it's fine. I've got something exactly for that. But yeah, all that said and done, let's do our outros, starting with Katie, when I push the button. Oh, no. Wrong button. There we go. Katie.
That was a lot of drama. Wow. Hi, I'm Katie. I can be found looking up pickup lines about space, like "Are we in space?" because I orbit around your every waking moment, which is not very good. But something about a black hole and you keep pulling me in. I don't know. Anyway, you can find me doing shit like that and that kind of nonsense on Twitter and Instagram at CriticalSpark20. And you can find me here on Wednesdays doing this and on a few other things with Fablemancers. And then on Mondays, you can find me with Girls Run These Worlds doing a Lord of the Rings One Ring playthrough. It's going to be sick. And I'm so filled with space puns right now that I can't think of anything else. So we're going to move on to the next person, which I think is Noah.
Hey, I'm Noah. I'm on Instagram doing all sorts of creative things, whatever I feel like, at Radioactive Voidfish. And I show up on the occasional Fablemancer stream doing D&D stuff because, honestly, it consumes my every waking moment. My brain lives in the D&D universes, and I can't stop. So.
Woo!
And I'm Carl. You can find me on Twitter at A Field of Carl, and you can also find me being very suave in space.
So suave.
He would like to learn about stars.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Mint, and you may think that my favorite color is mint green, but it's actually hospital bandage beige. I also love watching paint dry, so you should join me on Instagram and Tumblr at monomint, and we can just watch that beautiful paint dry.
Watch the nothing that's happening over there, because you have one post. It's beautiful.
We love it. And I'm Sam. I was your storyteller tonight and GM. You can find me at Chef Cargs on the social media spaces. You can catch me Tuesdays on Questline doing Questline-y things, like next week we've got Avatar going on. Wednesdays right here on Fablemancers and something Legend of Zelda. Yeah. What?
Wait,
Put
Sam,
the
before
Korok
you...
in the
Before
way?
you...
You gotta...
No, don't do anything to the Koroks!
Do you have another space pun for us?
I was gonna say before we go out, I'm gonna say the one that I didn't want to say before, but I'm gonna anyway. Sorry, Carl's mom, once again. Okay, you guys ready? Good thing space is a vacuum, because tonight I'm gonna make you scream.
Yes.
I made that one up myself.
I love it. I love it so much.
The problem is that Belker saying that would just be like vaguely threatening.
Tonight
Yeah, they'd be like, wait, you want to do what?
Yeah.
Well, folks, remember, the dice roll your story, but you weave the tale. Bye!
Sure do. Bye.